welcome back to my podcast, Talk with Akinwunmi. I'm your regular host, Akinwunmi LMD. Come along with me as I take you through today's episode. Right. So, happy new month to everyone. I know it's kind of late, but better late than never. Alright. I've been busy with school, personal life, and one or two adjustments, right? So that's why I've not been able to drop new episodes consistently. But I have good news that next year there'll be more balance. So at least I'll be dropping at least 3 to 4 times a month, right? 3 to 4 times a month. And I also have good news that probably January, February, there would be a guest speaker on Talk with Akinwunmi. So that's good news. But we're still in the planning phase. So next year, I can guarantee you, first quarter of next year, there will be a guest on the Talk with Akinwunmi. So into today's topic. Basically, today's topic is more like a point of reflection rather than giving my views on something. Really, I don't know. It's just me telling you guys what I do, and we expect you to take the good out of it and leave maybe the bad. Yeah. So today we'll be not revealing. We'll be reflecting on 2023. My 2023, how my 2023 has gone. More like a talk with Akinwunmi, Spotify wrapped. How does that sound? That sounds, I don't know. Sounds good. I mean, okay. So I'm just going to be reflecting on my 2023. I started this actually last year. I just had to reflect on the highs, the lows, the achievements, the failures, and all of that for 2022. Then take the lessons out of it. Then focus on 2023 with those lessons from 2022. So I'm going to be doing the same for 2024. Take the lessons out of 2023, then apply them in 2024. So 2023, I'm just going to be going from month to month. I might forget some details, I'm just going to be highlighting the important parts of 2023. January was basically the first quarter. That was like the first 3 months of the year were a major turning point in my life, because I was conflicted as to what course to do in the university in Nigeria, because what do I want? I didn't want to do anything medically related, because it's a personal choice. I didn't want to do anything medically related. I didn't like it. I feel like it was too much stress, and I don't like stress. So it was a turning point, because I was having like arguments with my dad and stuff, and it wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't good. The time I was feeling down from stuff, I wrote medicine and surgery in my form, but that was not what I wanted to do. I remember how many times I cried and stuff in school, at home. Nothing changed really. Nothing really changed. Nothing changed. Then I think February is next. But still, like, it's a continuation from January. Nothing really changed. Going for jam, but I wasn't very serious with it. You're not doing what you want, so I take it serious. I wasn't taking anything really serious. February was my birthday, or February is my birthday. February 23rd. And there wasn't anything much. I remember I had a photo shoot. It was cool. No, I don't see myself as something that is fine. So I run away from cameras as much as I can. But this one, my mom dragged me to it, like, you have to do this. You have to do it every time you run away from camera. You come and do this photo shoot. I did it, and the pictures actually turned out to be very great, very nice. So March, there wasn't nothing really. Still preparing for jam. April had jam and jam mock. So they postponed. I think they postponed jam mock from March to April. So jam mock and jam itself, the exam was around the same time. So reading. So eventually, I wrote the mock. I had a pretty average score, but higher than most people actually. It was pretty average in my own opinion. But oh well, oh well. I wasn't caring at that point. But the time I realized that I had to care was that a lot of people in church were looking up to me. They're looking up to me as that guy, like this guy who don't read, don't sabi everything for book. I'm like, bro, I don't know read. Yeah, that's when I actually realized that you do not know that a lot of people are looking at you, but a lot of people are looking at you. That's very important. You need to know that you are not alone. You're not alone. No matter what, you're not alone. When you live your life, you have to be careful because you don't know who you're acting as a role model to until they tell you. Obviously, you don't know who you're acting as a role model to until they tell you. So you have to be very, very careful of the way you live. You have to live right, live accordingly. Pattern up. Yeah. So they were like, this guy don't read. When I took jam serious, when I started reading a lot, it was 2 days before my exam date. You could have called that late, but it wasn't late to me because I read a lot. I read voraciously. Like, it was so intense. Like, there was a time, one of the days, like 2 days before my exam, I read chemistry for 3 straight hours. Like, I didn't stand up from where I was, sat down on the spot, read straight. Like, well, after church and everybody was going. I started reading, there were distractions and stuff. Walk down. But when it was time to read, I just sat down on the spot and I read straight for like 3 hours. So jam day came, I wrote it, and the result came out. I don't know, remember how many weeks it came out, but jam came out, and I did well. Did very well. The score is not relevant, but I did well. The score is actually relevant because it could encourage my listeners that are going to write jam next year. I'm in 2021 year already. So I had 281 in my jam. Not really one big score like that, but it is something. I know that people listening that are going to write jam next year, but I hope you take an inspiration from this and gear up, read a lot, read widely. Don't focus alone on your school books. Read widely. You don't know where questions will come from. They could give you jam syllabus, and you won't cover everything. So just read widely and pray that you are reading right, because the worst thing that can happen to anyone writing any exam is reading the wrong thing. It's very, very. Imagine reading. You said you read a whole lot, but you read the wrong thing. Now enter the exam hall and looking like someone like, what are we here for? You get. So you have to read and pray that you are guided aright. Pray that God shows you what to read, right? So June was time for WAEC, West African Examination Council examination for senior school. Well, I don't know. WAEC was the same thing. So I wrote GC in November 2022, December 2022. So that one I basically read a lot. So there was nothing much really for me to read for WAEC. So I read a little, played and all. So May, June. Okay, yeah. May, June was the start of my traveling out plans or something. I think I don't even remember, but I know. I know that May from that May, I knew I became calmer. Everything was better, except for when my phone spoiled, Except for when my phone spoiled. I was without phone for like a month or so. I think it was around June, July. I was without a phone for months. I always see Cho ask my mom for her phone. She's always busy and stuff. So I couldn't play games with my friends. I couldn't chat with my friends. It was tough. But eventually I got a new phone, So June, July. I think July I wrote neck. Yeah, July I wrote neck. In August was time where I went to camp. The highlight of August was basically when I went to camp for annual convention. I was representing my region in Oyo State at the national level, saying how big that was, national champion and stuff. So that was it. I was writing essay. I didn't even realize I could write. I just decided that okay, it's essay that you are writing. Let me try write. It got me to provincial stage, like first level. It got me to the second stage, and the final stage, national. I met a lot of different people. It's wild. It was wild. And now those people, I was like, I think we were about 40 something. So I was like 13 or so. I was downcast at the point, but people were like, why you tried now? You tried. Nothing spoiled. Everybody that makes it to national, for the fact that I even made it to national was a big feat, a huge feat. Yeah, August also, that was when my dad traveled for the first time. My dad and I were in separate continents. So my dad, me, my dad and my mom were in separate continents. Me and my mom were in Nigeria, my dad was in the UK. So that was the first time. Okay, so like for a month or so, only my mom was living at home. I had finished my exams. I was in a computer college learning like basic computer knowledge stuff. Nothing really big. And at a point also, I learned barbing. Yeah, so I learned how to do the basic haircuts, learned how to do dread, all in the space of 1 month. So September was, I think first day in September was my valedictory service. Last time we gather to see as a set. Was awesome. Was cool. Seeing all my friends for the last time as a class was good. It was good. Remembering times now, I was just reminiscing on the times that we spent together, the fights, the quarrel for food and everything. I'm like, this is just why. Like, I spent 6 years with these guys. Guys were already like my family. So now we're partying into the world proper. I remember I wrote a piece like to appreciate everyone. It was a very short piece, but like it really captured our moments. I know words cannot be enough to describe ones, but if I know they'll be listening right now. So shout out to each and every one of you. And I love you guys very much, and I hope we all see and we all meet again in peace one day very soon when we are all made. Amen. So October was the time I traveled. I didn't really tell a lot of people that were traveling except a few close friends, really. And it was really my first time like seeing an airplane up close and personal. I still have a whole catalog of pictures and stuff that I took when we were coming. The food we were giving, it was just but I would love to actually do that again. It was first time experience and stuff, Saudi and stuff. I was the fear of like leaving place where you grew up for like basically your entire life, and like the joy that you have a new experience somewhere else, like on a different continent, different climate, and all sharp. So that was that. What else? November. Nothing much happened in November. I started. Nothing much actually happened in November. December. We're in December now. Nothing much really. Nothing much has really happened. Yeah, I started school in October actually, and it's been fun. But since I'm a very shy person, it's been hard making friends. But I actually, I've spoken to a couple of people actually in church, in school, and I see that the Brits or people in general are actually very nice. But I'm always like scared of talking to people and stuff. So in short, this is my own 2023 wrapped on Spotify. Oh yes, I forgot to mention one thing. Jeez, how did I forget to mention this? In August, I think August 4, August 3, I started my own podcast. Damn, how did I forget that? I totally forgot. That is one detail that skipped my mind, which was unnecessary. Skipped my mind. How did I forget? And with the help of you guys, I have like over 200 streams, 200 plays now. Thank you all so much. Okay, so this is my own version of Spotify Wrapped, and I hope you guys do it too. Not like send me a link, not send me a message or something, but just sit down. I've sat down, taking my lessons, taking the notes of the highs, the lows, the achievements, what I can improve on in the future and stuff. I hope that you guys will do it, because it really helps actually. It's more or less like having a New Year resolution, but it's not like that. It's like more advanced. It's not even complex. You just have to write things down, like okay, what happened this year. But you just have to reflect. Basically, reflection. Really, nothing really big. You don't have to like get one elaborate note or something. You just be on a sheet of paper. Then when you do that, just paste it somewhere in your bedroom, and just look at it every morning when you wake up, and you know that okay, today is going to be a good day. Today is going to be I'm going to chase my dreams. I'm going to do something good today and stuff. So this concludes my Spotify Wrapped. I'm calling it that in the title actually. Spotify Wrapped for 2023, and then 2024 we go harder, we go better, become better people. Right? God bless us. Please do well to share this podcast link with your friends, your enemies, your family members, and everyone basically. And I hope, and tell them to follow me, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to add your opinions, questions, complaints. All are welcome. Thank you all for listening. God bless.